I bet I could, bitch, I bet I would. On the low, what's up with you, ho? Bitch, you smoking dro, bitch, you know, bust like 44 when I spit that.
Hurricane Matthew tracks closer to Haiti. Will Florida face threat? Tropical Storm Matthew, fortified marginally and remained an unsafe Category 4 storm with supported winds of 145 miles per hour on Monday night as it surrounded Haiti. Matthew's long-run track kept on moving toward the west, raising the risk for Florida's east drift, and a highly sensitive situation was proclaimed for the whole state. The National Hurricane Center said direct typhoon effects are conceivable not long from now in Florida, and after that potentially later more remote north in Georgia and the Carolinas. Typhoon and/or sea tempest watches will probably be issued Tuesday morning for part of the Florida promontory and the Florida Keys. The storm focus said. Sea tempest Matthew was on a way that was relied upon to take the tempest close or over Haiti late today evening time or early Tuesday. Cuba will be next. At that point the Bahamas, where sea tempest watches were moved up to tropical storm notices on Monday night. As of the last counseling, at 10 p.m. CDT Monday, the focal point of Hurricane Matthew was situated around 190 miles southwest of Port-au-Prince, Haiti, and was moving north at 7 miles per hour. Matthew's winds expanded to 145 miles per hour, making it an intense Category 4 storm on the severe Simpson wind scale. The sea tempest focus said changes in quality were likely throughout the following few days. However, Matthew will in any case be an impressive tempest as it moves near Haiti and Cuba. Matthew's focal weight dropped Monday night, raising concerns it could strengthen significantly further as it surrounds Haiti. Sea tempest notices secured parts of the Caribbean on Monday, including Haiti, the Cuban territories of Guantanamo, Santiago de Cuba, Hogan, Granma and Las Tunas and the southeastern and focal Bahamas. A sea tempest cautioning was downsized to a hurricane cautioning for Jamaica. A tropical storm watch was as a result for the Cuban region of Camagüey, the Turks and Caicos Islands in the northwestern Bahamas. A hurricane cautioning was as a result for the Dominican Republic from Barahona westbound to the fringe with Haiti. What's more, a hurricane watch was in actuality for the Dominican Republic from Puerto Plata westbound to the fringe with Haiti. Haiti was relied upon to begin encountering tropical storm conditions from Matthew today evening time, and they will achieve eastern Cuba on Tuesday. The sea tempest focus said. The typhoon focus cautioned those in Hispaniola, the Bahamas, the Florida Keys and Florida landmass to keep a nearby watch on Matthew. Matthew was estimated to convey high winds and tempest surge to the notice territory. Yet one of the greatest concerns was precipitation, particularly for Haiti, the southwestern Dominican Republic and eastern Cuba. National Hurricane Center Director Rick Knapp said stunning precipitation sums would be conceivable for those regions amid an online upgrade on Monday. The sea tempest focus said 15 to 25 inches of downpour will be conceivable crosswise over southern Haiti and the southwest partition of the Dominican Republic. Segregated territories could get up to 40 inches of downpour, which could bring about fatal blaze flooding and mudslides. Haiti has steep territory and is a standout amongst the most deforested nations on the planet, making it inclined to avalanches. Luckily, one of Haiti's most crowded territories, the capital Port-au-Prince, is on moderately level area. Whatever is left of Haiti and eastern Cuba will likewise get downpour. Yet not as much, the storm focus said 8 to 12 inches of downpour will be conceivable there, with detached zones getting up to 20 inches. Eastern Jamaica, which will be on the west side of Matthew, could get 5 to 10 inches of downpour, with confined measures of up to 15 inches. Matthew's fleeting track estimate was unaltered Monday night generally. Matthew was required to track close Haiti and Jamaica, close or over eastern Cuba and into the Bahamas for the following few days. Matthew was estimated to keep focused northward way and move somewhat quicker through Tuesday night. At that point on Wednesday Matthew could swing back toward the northwest, and the Bahamas and Florida. PC models have moved Matthew's way westbound following 48 hours and past the Sea Tempest Focus said. A portion of the more dependable models are currently demonstrating an edge of high weight moving north of Matthew and over the Carolinas in 3 to 4 days. The new track estimate has again been moved westbound nearer to Florida. Forecasters said in their 10 p.m. talk. While there stays critical instability in the track of Matthew in the long range, the risk to Florida and the southeastern United States coast has expanded. Forecasters said prior Monday. Matthew was required to remain a noteworthy typhoon for the following few days, however could debilitate them close to the end of the work week. Typhoon or storm conditions likewise influence parts of Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina not long from now or this weekend. Regardless of the possibility that the focal point of Matthew stays seaward, the tropical storm focus said, it is too early to determine what, assuming any, immediate effects Matthew may have on the rest of the United States East Coast. The tropical storm focus said. At any rate, extremely perilous shoreline and sailing conditions are likely along a significant part of the United States East Coast in the not-so-distant future and weekend.